going to have a look at is quite a bit more complex. So what we've got here is the 12 different months, January through to December, and counting the number of orders in here. Now with this query, we could add an extra column for year, but this data set only has orders that have been made in 2016. So we can't sort of modify that, but we could actually do a similar process rather than looking at just the month, but add an extra column to get the years as well. So we've got a few stages we need to go through to set this up. So we're going to go through our usual process: query, design, add in the orders table, and I'm going to add order number because that's what I want to count the number of, and the order date. I'm going to turn on the totals. I'm going to count those. Now, if I go and view this, you can see 5 orders were made on the 1st of January and so on. I could go and filter these, have a look around, try and find some trends, even put that straight into a database or chart to look at, try and find some trends that are going on. Yeah, but you can sort of see what's going on there overall, but not the most useful. So we're going to just save that query now, because this will load up and store this data for use. And what do we want to store? We want to find out total orders by month. We're going to call that, and we'll actually do this by month and county. We're going to add some extra complexity in here. So I've got that. Now I'm going to, in the field section, right click and choose build ... which brings up our options. We've got a whole bunch of built-in functions. We want to deal with date and time. I'm just going to find the month, and this takes a variable date. And if I go to the name of my query up here, total orders, I should have order date. I'm going to hit OK, and it comes up with this EXPR1. That's short for expression 1. I'm just going to rename that month. Name, could do it, call it whatever. View this. I've still got all this, but it's got all these ones, so it's just pulled out January there. Now I don't want to show order date, and I'm actually going to remove that at this point because I don't need it. Save that and view it, and I've now got the months and the total, so I can actually see my best sales were in May. So leading up to there, you get sort of going down, and only 281 in December, which seems a bit strange because that's when Christmas is. So why weren't those sales up? Maybe we need to stock some Christmas albums. So that's our recommendations, things that we could say based on this data. I could pull that into some information, but let's go and add some extra fields. So let's say we want to look at that also by county. So now we can tell different counties. We might need to sort that by county to make it a bit more useful. So Bedfordshire, find out all that key information. So they had June was the best month. So we can actually find a lot of really useful information from these queries. And that's going to be our recommendations that we end up putting into our report. So I'm just going to quickly, so that we've gone and looked at creating the query, showing that, testing our database, and we've generated meaningful business data. So let's say we want to in December by selling Christmas albums. And then I can pull this data in as my evidence. That one's probably not the most useful actual version, so I've actually get rid of the county for that one. Sometimes you can be too specific. Take that. I probably should format that a bit nicer. Actually have it as a chart. I've got that key information.